Happy Tuesday to those who celebrate. It is April 28th, and I am so glad you joined me. I've got some Dunkin' Donuts coffee because I'm a simple man. I love Dunkin' Donuts. Maybe you got some coffee or water. Hopefully, you can enjoy some with me. Also, this is not very humble, but my hair looks awesome today. This is the first time I'm looking at myself today. Good hair day. All right. This is the first time I've had to do a trigger warning for any of my episodes. I know it's Happy Tuesday. I will be discussing death a little bit today, and hopefully in a good way. But if that's not a topic that you want to engage with today or right now, I'm not offended if you turn off the video. You can watch one of my earlier videos, or you can watch something else. I don't want to bring your day down. It's up to you whether that's something you want to engage with today. I'm not offended. Oh, you're still here. Some of you, anyway. Glad you stayed. Um, this episode was inspired by a man named John Hudson. Um, I'm not going to go through his whole story, but he was an awesome man. His biggest impact, or the place you'll see him the most, is on the channel Special Books for Special Kids. I know I've plugged that a lot, but it's such a great channel. If you haven't looked at it yet, please do it. It's way better than this. It does what I want to do better than I do. So check that out. Um, but John Hudson unfortunately passed away last week, and I was just watching the video um, of SBSK and the tribute to John. And even though he has passed away, his impact is going to keep going on, and he's going to influence thousands of people that have never even met him. I haven't met him, and I would like to say he had impact on my life. Um, so kind of also, I'm going to link the video below if you want to check out John Hudson's story. But I'm not the one to tell that story. That's not for me to tell. Um, I want to say that I love the movie Book of Life. Wow, that was a segue, wasn't it? Clearly a professional. The Book of Life, or I know there are some Coco fans out there. I'm a Book of Life fan. Basically, the same movie. Came out around the same time. I loved those movies because they really explored the idea of a different attitude towards death. Um, we've all had loved ones who have passed away too soon. And honestly, with our loved ones, we could be with them for 150 years and it wouldn't be too soon. So I think every loved one who passes away is too soon. So, I mean, we've all experienced that situation. But in the Book of Life, in Coco, and as I understand it, don't want to paint with too broad a brush. As I understand it, in the Latin American culture, there is a slightly different attitude towards death. Um, there was a greater emphasis on remembering the positives and kind of and relishing the life that was lived as opposed to the ending of that life. So there's a big emphasis on remembering, keeping those memories alive, um, thinking about them often, and making sure that you keep those cherished memories, those feelings alive and well. Um, and that's why, if anyone who's known me, I've probably talked your ear off about this. I would really like to start celebrating Day of the Dead. I know I haven't made my Ofrenda yet, but I would love to do so. That's on my list for this year, and by golly, with the inspiration of this channel, I'm going to do it. So around November or late October, early November, look forward to hearing about my Ofrenda that I'm making. Um, and so I want to explore a little bit, just a little bit, dip our toes in the idea of reframing death a little bit today. So I encourage you, anyone listening, think about someone who has unfortunately passed away, but I want you to think about a memory that makes you smile, something they used to do that was really funny, or an adventure you went on together, or just a time when you felt really loved by that person. I want you to kind of think back, and I want you to smile and think about that person. Maybe even say hey, thanks for being in my life. That sound tough? Well, I'll start on video. Um, I knew a guy in college named Zachary Lederer. Maybe you saw him in the newspapers, but I'm not going to talk about that aspect of him. You can look him up. He was pretty inspirational. To me, he was just a friend of my roommates, and one of the most positive people I have ever met. He is the kind of guy that makes you feel like $1 million, no matter what. He just lifts everyone up around him. I would most often see him in the elevator when we were crossing paths. He'd go, "Dillionaire." He'd call me Dillionaire because the song Billionaire was popular at the time. Really aging myself here. He'd go, "Dillionaire, I can never do what you do. You're always out there trying new stuff." I was a ballroom dancer in college. Not a very good one, but he didn't know that. And he would go, "Dillionaire, I can never do ballroom dancing. I got 2 left feet. I can never dance." And like every time I saw him, he would just have something uplifting to say. And I mean, he also dealt with a lot of difficulties, unfortunate life circumstances. He never let it get him down. And I just remember him as one of the best people I ever knew. Unfortunately, he passed away on my sophomore year of college, his sophomore year as well. But every day that I think of Zachary Lederer, my day gets better. I love the days when something reminds me of him because I think of that brightness. I think of the joy he brought me, but the joy he brought everyone that he interacted with. Everyone who met Zach says the same thing. Again, you could read articles about him too. He's kind of well known around here. And so I just encourage you to make that active choice to reframe uh, one of the deaths in your life, at least for a moment, and remember the positives. Have a smile, have a laugh. Um, yes, they're no longer with us, but the reason why it hurts that they're gone is the feelings that they gave us when they were with us. Um, if they didn't give us such warm feelings, if they didn't make us feel loved, if we didn't have all those wonderful moments, then it wouldn't hurt that they're gone. So I encourage you to kind of flip that script, remember the positives today, and maybe send a thanks out. So thanks, Zach. If you're listening, thanks for being in my life. It's very enjoyable. Miss you, bud. All right, guys, that brings us to the end of a Tuesday. I hope this wasn't too much of a downer. That wasn't my intention. Um, One of the biggest intentions of this channel is trying to help people to find the positives in places where they might not otherwise. Um, that's a big reason why I do it. It reminds me every week. I have these 8 to 10 minutes a week where I need to find the positives, and it's a great exercise for me. I hope you enjoy it too. If so, maybe consider liking it or subscribing. Oh, that felt weird. I've never done that before. You don't have to do that. But I hope I do see you next week. Have a great Tuesday. I appreciate you.